Sloan with Inside Fashion Design. We're at Fashionxt Night 2, and I am here with Mondo, who probably doesn't need an introduction, but why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Mondo Guerra. I was on Project Runway Season 8, where I lost to Gretchen Jones, which I'm not bitter about, but then I came back on All-Stars, and I won the whole show. I'm originally from Denver, but now I live in Brooklyn.
Okay. Very cool. So I heard you say...
You need that too.
Oh, yeah, please.
I want to say I'm 5'7", but I think I'm probably 5'6". I'm not going to say how much I weigh, but I am 46 years old.
All right. So I was talking to you last night, and you said that with this collection, you're doing something a little bit different this time, right? So what do you want to tell us a little bit?
Yeah, so I think usually I do more like bright, poppy colors. This year I feel like it's a little bit more muted tone. I feel like there's a lot of color involved, but it's like in a different palette for myself. I also feel like this collection is a little bit more rich through the textiles. I feel like it's a little bit more texture focused, but there are signature prints like polka dots and things that stripes and things that I always like to use, so keep your eye out for that.
Okay. Do you want to show us a couple pieces?
Yeah, I'll show you. So I love this like knitted dress.
How fun.
This little shirt that goes underneath it, and this like cute little beret. It's so fun. I think that these girls are like spies or like jewelry thieves. I don't know. That's a fun one. This new dress. I love this new dress that I made like the other day.
Oh my gosh.
Pom-pom dress. So it's like playing with like light and shadow, you know. So it's like a little transparent.
If this goes missing, don't look in my backpack.
I love this. You look really good in this one. It's my 80s prom dress, but it's like super cute. Again, playing with like light and shadow, like overlays.
Yeah, I like what you're doing with this two different fabrics on top of each other, but kind of like giving like a peekaboo negative space.
Mixed metals, that's what I'm kind of into right now. The top that Luz is working on right now, I love this thing. I've been wanting to make this for such a long time. And basically it's just like a little bandeau, a bodo, if you will. And so that one actually goes right here. It just got finished. That's going to be a moment, I think. And then, of course, should I spoil the finale or not?
No one's going to see this till after,
Okay,
so it's not going to spoil it.
So this is the big finale. It's like a crazy ass dress. It's so fun, and it's like going to be so cool. I'm excited about the moment. And my muse model, Crystal Method from Drag Race, is closing the show. So that's very exciting to have her here. First time in Portland, not mine, but hers. Let me see, is there anything else that I really love? Men's looks. The men's look. I'm not going to spoil the men's looks, but they're cool. I think this is a really good suit too. So it's like a skirt set, has like appliques, and then the skirt is all like studded. Really
So where are you getting these fabrics?
a lot of it is dead stock. I really try to get source like vintage fabrics. Some of the prints I custom had printed, like all the velvet pieces are custom printed. And some of this stuff, like I've had it in my shop for like years, and finally I had a chance to use it. But if we're talking about a jumping point for this collection, I knew that I wanted to use the marabou for sure. I think my first situation was probably these two guys, and then it kind of led into this more evening romantic situation. I'm excited for it.
I love it. Well, I loved your collections over the years, and I really am loving how sculptural all of these are in like a kind of a new way, especially that finale piece. I haven't seen you do anything like that, so it's gonna be a fucking hit tonight.
I hope so. Don't be mean to me online if I don't show up, okay?
Okay, well, if you hear us screaming, that's us out there, okay, tonight?
Yes, I enjoy the show.
All right, and where can we find you online?
Okay, so I'm on Instagram at Mondo Guerra, and then my website is mondoguerra.com. You can call me, just kidding, if you got that, and I think that's about it.
Well, thank you so much for your time tonight. I know you're super busy getting ready for the show and dressing everybody.
I finally dressed. I got out of my sweatpants and my t-shirt, but my help here has been so amazing, so I'm ready to go.
Well, we're happy to have you here at Fashionxt Night 2, and I'm Sloan with Inside Fashion Design. We'll see you on the runway. So, Mondo, I know that this year you're participating and have kind of a more crucial role in Fashionxt. So you've been judging the competition.
Well,
last
let's
night,
not
right?
call it judging because I don't like that word.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes, I was there to help facilitate the dreams of the emerging designers this year, which was a really fun thing. I really love mentoring young minds, and especially young creative minds, because they're so delicate but also so beautiful, and it's just so fun to hear their ideas. It's inspiring to me as well. And I was very excited to be here, and I thought the show went really, really well last night. And I was excited that one of my assistants was one of the competitors last night, and she did amazing.
I was hearing some people say that they had all these one-on-one sessions with you for the accelerator program, and how valuable that information was, and how it really drove some of them to push themselves a little bit further.
Yeah, I just like to think that I know what I'm talking about, and they take my advice. But I think it's good, But I also feel like it's really important as a mentor to, give them advice, but not tell them which way to go. You know what I mean? Like, look both ways before you cross the street, but you're gonna have to cross the street by yourself. That's it.
If you were going to give yourself advice, you maybe just starting out, what would you tell yourself?
I think I would probably say that you're not going to always sew zippers into purses for a living and get paid 50 cents per zipper, because that was awful. And that it's okay to experiment. I feel like it's really important to experiment. There's no wrong way to do anything, as long as you get from point A to point B and you have a fun time and you like the results. That's all that matters.
And I can feel that in how inspired your collection is. You're kind of like pushing the boundaries, because when you're learning and you're coming up and you're learning like the techniques of sewing, you learn the certain way that it's supposed to be done, and then when you master that, you can kind of branch out and do your own thing.
Yes, I think that's so important too. I think that you definitely have to have a foundation to build on, and then you can start like wiggling around a little bit. And I also feel like for young people to take whatever experiences they have, whether you're a painter or maybe you're a gymnast or whatever, or you're in science or whatever it is, apply that to your art. Like, that makes you special. Like, what is that going to look like? You know what I mean? I think that's really important to think about.
That's inspiring. Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much for all this time, and I can't wait to see your collection on the runway tonight. Thanks, Mondo.
Thank you.